Ciao a tutti i miei piccoli porcellini, come state? Io sono Andrea, conosciuto anche come il Sawi, e benvenuti sul mio canale. Oggi siamo qui con Baldur's Gate 3. Ero molto curioso di provarlo dal momento che recentemente mi sono diciamo infognato per bene con il mondo di D&D, volendoci giocare da tanto tempo, già dalla 3.5 se non anche dall'edizione prima. Non ho mai avuto modo di poter giocare realmente con qualcuno, ma adesso con Baldur's Gate 3 ho potuto vedere il gameplay, ho potuto capire molto di più le meccaniche, le skill, le classi, le razze, insomma ho potuto immergermi molto più appieno nel mondo di D&D e ne sono contento perché mi sta piacendo molto giocarci sia su Baldur's Gate 3 che anche nella campagna che sto seguendo sul server Discord. Prima di iniziare col gioco vero e proprio però vi chiedo di lasciare un like, di iscrivervi al canale e anche di lasciare un commento in modo tale da supportarmi e supportare la serie. Ma detto questo, iniziamo col gioco.
Isabel.
Sono amanti?
My love. You are dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, ecco, non so come mai c'è tanta roba omosessuale all'interno di Baldur's Gate, non so perché, ma tant'è.
This is Aelin. Aelin, this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
Certo.
I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you about later. It'll keep. I promise. Very good. We look forward to it. Now you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words. Aelin! We'll see you later.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric, but Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need... You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired the... Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our... Together, we will put an end to the Absolute.
You know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence. It returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yrgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Shah, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact, his wounds healed, his body restored. He thought I would dismember him. But he has his uses, so instead, I am re-educating him. Indeed, we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale, even for my tastes. Carved into that ivory skin of yours is one part of an infernal contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador-Za. In full, the contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living. The arousals and appetites of man will return to him, and unlike you, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun.
Devo fare mio questo
But
rituale.
the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air. You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it. Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
Era il padre in realtà.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies
No,
now.
non è un problema.
You have been forewarned for what is to come. But not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful.
I'll need every advantage, it seems.
A debt repaid. You returned my...
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden...
Devo fare? Devo andare a dormire di nuovo. Cosa devo fare?
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Ma quel fuoco che cazzo era?
Gods, I could sleep for 100 years. Looks safe enough for a night, I reckon.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Così. Bene, miei piccoli porcellini, per questo video è tutto. Io vi invito come sempre ad iscrivervi al canale, a lasciare un like e un commento per supportarmi e per supportare la serie. Se invece siete curiosi di vedere, anziché la versione ridotta del video qui su YouTube, seguirmi in live e quindi giocare magari anche insieme, scoprire cose, vi invito ad iscrivervi al mio canale Twitch che trovate sotto in descrizione insieme a tutti i miei altri social di riferimento. Ma detto questo, ci vediamo al prossimo video. Ciao!